Hello. How are we today? Lovely weather we're having, isn't it? Or is it? I've been here for a while now, so I couldn't really say. But you know how it is. Nice and polite to talk about the weather. One doesn't want to come across as being rude. I suppose you'll be wondering what I'm doing here. Well, to be quite honest, I can't really remember. I do, however, recall having to give this briefcase to someone, or something. In any case, I suppose it must have been around 70 years by now. Doesn't look it, does it? One tries to look after one's complexion. I imagine you'll be wondering what you're doing here. Certainly, if not by now, then very soon. I'll try to be entertaining, but I can't promise anything. That's not the point of me being here, to be frank, but then again, perhaps it is. It's difficult to say, really. Let's see. I used to be a camping enthusiast. Yes. I would spend many days in the wilderness, skipping over stones and putting up tents and making fires, of course, and cooking on said fire. Well, I'm sure you know what camping is. I was very good at it, though, you know. I would use sticks and flints and good old elbow grease to get those fires going. None of that light and nonsense to me, thank you very much. I was happy out there, by myself mostly. Unless I fancied taking my pet toad Spencer with me. He was a good companion. Happy to hop around, but wouldn't go too far, not out of my vision. Dead now, of course. What? Oh, him? Don't worry about that. Happens all the time. Let's see, where was I? Yes, well, he was one of many pets I would take with me on my trips. I also had a dog called Nancy for a while, too. Golden Retriever she was. Or was it a Jack Russell? You know, I can't remember. Isn't that funny? These memory lapses must be common, I suppose, when you've been here for as long as I have. I don't get many opportunities to converse these days. In fact, I can't remember the last time I had visitors. Or if I indeed ever did have visitors. But visitors in the usual sense, you understand. Someone to have a chat with, and perhaps an opportunity to reminisce about the past and tell them my interesting camping stories. Very much unlike the sort over there. They're not a very interesting bunch to have around, as you can imagine. And before you ask, no, I don't know why. All I have is this bloody briefcase and a note that says, give him the briefcase. Which is fine, and I'd be happy to, I suppose, if they'd stop falling down bloody dead before we can strike up a decent bloody conversation. Sorry. I try not to use profanities. I am, after all, a man of the world. You know, it's funny. Sometimes they begin to say something. Something like,
Excuse.
something like that, actually. They rarely get further than that, unfortunately, so making friends is a bit difficult. Once, a man came in and said a whole sentence. I believe it was, where the hell am I? And that was a good day. Well, it could have easily been nighttime. Hard to say, really. You're welcome to come up here and have a try yourself, if you like. Any takers? No? No? Ah, yes! You in the far corner. I believe your hand is raised.
Is it safe?
What do you mean, safe?
Will I get hurt?
Well, how the bloody hell am I supposed to know that?
Will I die?
From my experience. Are you asking for my opinion?
Yes. In your opinion, do you think I'll die?
Yes, in my opinion, I believe that you will die. Well?
I'll think about it.
Yes. Good idea. What's your name?
Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Hello.
That was nice, wasn't it? Nice to talk to Barry for a while. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself, did I? You'll have to forgive me. My mind is rather higgledy-piggledy these days. You must forgive me. As I spend more time here, I seem to forget more and more. Sad, really, isn't it? Not to bring the mood down, but sometimes it can be a bit difficult here. Yeah. I don't have my partner anymore. She left me many years ago now. I was too much of a hoarder, apparently. Didn't know when to let things go. If only she could see me now, when all I've got is this thing here. I'm sure the idea of me being a hoarder would seem ludicrous. What, did you say something, Barry? No? Right. Radio then. Radio. Radio. I did say that I wasn't here to entertain. After all, I'd like to see any of you try and be here while all this nonsense is happening.
You didn't introduce yourself.
What?
You didn't introduce yourself.
What are you talking about, Barry? Are you going to come down here or not?
Why don't you just leave?
What do you mean?
Why don't you just go?
I can't.
Why?
Because it says I have to give him the briefcase on the note. Weren't you listening?
No, I suppose not, no. Sorry. Wait, but what's actually stopping you?
I don't understand.
What's actually stopping you from going?
Sorry, repeating the question isn't going to help, I'm afraid.
You say you've been here some 70-odd years, and you haven't even tried leaving.
I can't.
But you haven't even tried.
No, Barry, I haven't, all right? Some of us have a sense of duty. Right, where was I? Ah, yes, well, it isn't very interesting. But sometimes I feel that we can be talking...
This is bloody ridiculous.
What? I'm sorry?
This, you heard me, this is bloody ridiculous.
What is?
This whole thing. It's more than bleeding stupid. It's bordering on the most stupid thing I've ever had the displeasure of being witness to.
Oh.
Well, somebody had to say it.
Oh, no, you said it now. Don't try and take it back.
I'm not.
Well, that's good then.
I don't mean to be rude.
Oh, no, bring us the truth, Barry. No matter how bad it hurts.
Right? I'm coming down there.
What? Are you sure?
Look, I don't care, all right? I'm coming down there. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what do I do now?
Well, I don't know, do I? This is a rather new experience for me. Rather unpleasant, isn't it?
Yes, it's awful.
Well, you better have this then. Oh. And this.
do I do now?
Read the bloody note, Barry, for God's sake. It's not hard, is it?
So that concludes our show for tonight. A few more things. Again, I want to mention you have to vote for 4 different plays. You have 4 different slots on your ballot. We're actually going to bring everybody back out one more time so you can applaud Daniel so again get the name of the plays. Okay? So please put your hands together for Life and Death on the Stage.